yeah. So which pricing model you want to go, that it is going to give the uh, uh, DMA tool. Okay, so that is, it is going to recommend, and the DMS tool also, it is going to recommend us, which pricing model. Okay, let's say the infrastructure as a service and the platform as a service, and these models it is going to recommend. Let's say you are running our on-premises one, there is 1 terabyte database, and which is running 250 GB RAM, and uh, 80 cores, something like that. You have huge configuration you are enter. So you have two things. Okay, so Azure Migrate, as I said just before, Azure Migrate also it will give the recommendation, and uh, DMS tool also it is going to give the recommendation which one is the better one. So that aspect, the target environment, whatever it is going to recommend, that you can able to choose and do the migration. So, okay, so if you can type here in a portal, Azure Migrate, okay, so you have three phases here. It will ask you the discovery. So let's say you want to discover the things. Okay, I want a database servers. Okay, so you need to create a project. In the project, you just need to download the RDL file your environment, and you just need to discover that part. That is the one aspect. Okay, so the other aspect is, okay, we have a DMA tool. DMA tool is going to connect. Let's say I think I have downloaded a DMA tool. Okay. Uh, Let me show that. Yeah. So I have my DMA tool here. Okay. So what it will do basically, it will connect your source environment, it will discover, and it will give the recommendations, challengings, and the solution as well. Okay. Let's say you are 2002 server or 2000 server, SQL Server 2000 version is your run. Okay. So that 2000, SQL Server. Okay. So you want to migrate, cloud. So that period of time, okay, so there is some data types, some data deprecation, compatibility issues. It is going to give us output information basically. Okay, so it will scan, it will give the recommendations as well as the solution as well. So accordingly, you just need to do some sort of more or less code changes and all. Then after that, you can do the migration. So this DMA tool, it will help to do the assessment. First of all, in the assessment part, you will get all the things like challenges, target path, and all. Okay, so we do have DMS tool as well. Okay, so I have the DMS tool, uh, data migration tool. Okay, so this tool also, what it is going to give you, this is a new advanced level tool. So this tool also, what, with the help of the DMS tool, so it will capture your environment. It will take a workload. What is, let's say your production environment. So working hours, it is running peak level. Okay, so on our business hours, it is going to down less workload only, right? Accordingly, on an average, what is optimal configuration to target environment in the three flavors, whether it is a infrastructure service and the platform as a service, SQL Server, IaaS VM, and the Azure SQL managed instance. Whatever you are going to choose, that it is going to recommend you. Okay, let's say this is your ideal configuration. This is target configuration. Which one you want to go? That is up to you. And all the three categories we have um, cost incurring, right? Okay, so you want flexibility, SQL Server IaaS VM, you can go for that one as well. That it is going to give us the recommendation as well.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So now let's navigate our portal. Okay, so this is my pay as you go model subscription which I have taken. So taking up this subscription is, since we have working in cloud environment, it's basically a Gmail account kind of thing. Okay, so how we are going to take a brand new Gmail account, you will provide your complete your name, you know your mail ID, how your look like, and what is our purpose, business, or a general purpose, general using that we have. So we will take it. The addition part to take this account, Azure account. Okay, so Azure tenant account we will call it as. So which required is going to ask you the credit card information to maintain the billing. Okay, so there is a free trial subscription for the 30 days period, so you can feel whatever the enterprise level subscription will get all the services, you will get the 30 days free. Okay, with the 200 USD dollars. Okay, so which is having INR 15,000 rupees. Okay, so initially it will debit you the 2 rupees for the free trial subscription, and later on within the 24 hours that is going to revert back in our account post 1 month. Okay, so if you want to upgrade your service, okay, so that is your wish. Okay, so enterprise level, they're definitely going to take the enterprise subscription pay as you go model, but our case for the training purpose will take it as a free trial subscription. So post 30 day, after the 30 days you will have to take upgrade, or you have to take the new subscription as well. So this is account information. Okay, so we can see this, what is email I have taken, what is directory I am going to use, what is the domain it is going to happen, that the entire information it will show. Here is just for a feedback related stuff, and you can see this question mark. Okay, so basically it is going to give some support related stuff, and if you want to connect with Microsoft team and you want to take some services from there, you can utilize that. And here it is my the portal navigation thing. You can customize your portal related stuff, and there is some notification bar over here. So whatever you are going to do, it will show you this complete tracking information. Let's say you created one database, it is going to show you this what is the status. Okay, it is deployment is in progress, it will show that one. Okay, so this is all about if you have the different subscription. Let's say this is my one subscription, right? So I have my subscription. You have within the account, we have within the single tenant, we have multiple subscription, dev subscription, production subscription. You are going to maintain multiple subscription that you can able to see here. Okay, so that is what it is going to mean. And instead of going to do this deployment by using of portal, you will go and do by using of command line as well. Okay, so you want to deploy the database. Okay, so you can go and deploy it if you are familiar with this mm, PowerShell and Cloud Shell. It is going to create where you can able to deploy your services. Okay, so if that expertise. So coming to the left towards this left side panel, we have home option where you can able to see the recent utilizing services. And here you have the dashboard. Dashboard is nothing but our laptop desktop, how we're going to do your icons and all, you can able to customize here. And all the services, as I said, nearly the 221 services Microsoft is going to providing. So we are just focusing on the database. Okay, and uh, basic Azure components, storage, networking as well. Why, I'll tell you that. And we have resources that we are going to deliver. Okay, so this is all about the high level portal related stuff. Okay, so coming to the syllabus prospect of what exactly we are going to cover and how we are going to do the things. Okay, so here is our syllabus. Okay, so we are just focusing of uh, uh, module wise. So module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 10 modules we have. Okay, so like disaster recovery and in high availability, security, performance optimization, administration essential, and the migrations as well. So the best practices and the managed instance, high availability. So these things we are going to cover completely in the 20 days. Okay, so every day it is going to start 9 a.m. IST, and we have daily 1 hour session, and if requires any new topic required to it may extend, and also we are going to cover some of extent of MS SQL DBA related stuff as well. Okay, so that is all about content related stuff. Okay, so let me navigate to the portal again. And what exactly it is going to cover you. Okay, so I just want to whatever we customize the uh, syllabus. Okay, so it is going to give some certification related stuff, including your real-time daily day-to-day activity. So see here, there's a planning of data platforms. So with respect to the certification point of, we are going to cover this entire uh, modules. Okay, so it is going to including into the uh, our training session. Okay, so the planning and implementation of the data platforms, how we are going to deploy it. So automated deployment, so the patching updated related stuff, deploying of hybrid SQL Server solutions, so recommendation up, you know um, appropriate database offering. Okay, configuring of the resource, how we are going to configure our Azure databases, managed instance, virtual machines. Okay, so table partitioning and the data comparison, how we are going to do. Okay, so the data comparison is very easy now. Data Studio, the tool which we are going to use in place of the SSMS. It is going to give massive comparison of your production to non-prod, and on-premises to cloud. It is going to give the comparison. Planning of migration strategies. What kind of migration strategies we are going to use. Okay, let's say the what is the pre-requirement. Okay, so what is the offline migration, what is the online migration. So let's say you want to replicate the things to like bidirectional replication. So the Azure migrate to services as well. So Azure SQL services, how they're going to implement. So this kind of, with respect to security implementation, will go on configuring of AD. We can use for the AD related authentication as well instead of the SQL authentication. How we're going to restrict the user, and the security related, database encryption. Okay, so the server level implementation, the database level. Okay, TLS configuration, and what are the tools that you are going to use for uh, s- uh, this Azure SQL. And okay, so how we are going to discover that one. So how we are going to monitoring like database performance related stuff, and how we are going to configuring the alerts and all. Okay, so how to give this graphical representation of your performance, like on premises, how we are going to use your um, tools like a fog light, Redgate. So same kind of integration, how it is going to happen within the cloud Azure. So monitoring and optimization, so performance related stuff, Okay, so managing of the automation task. Let's say you want to do some sort of automation kind of thing, how we're going to implement. So by using of SQL Server agent or PowerShell and all. So uh, that entire step, including a HIDR implementation. Okay, so how we are going to do. So we have a lot of practical project deliverable things in place. So that we are going to give. Okay, so this is low level thing what we are going to deliver, and the high level is basically, so this is completely DP 300 and including of Azure SQL DBA and Azure components as well. So this is what exactly we are going to use and cover in this module. Okay, so that's what all about today. And so when you want to deploy any sort of things, like what is the resource group. Okay, so resource is nothing but whatever you are going to use, services from the cloud vendor, whether it is in a storage or database or the networking, whatever. Okay, so the service that is vendor is going to provide, that you are going to avail. Okay, so only you may have some sort of storage that you can able to use. What is the resource group? So resource group is nothing but it is a container, a logical container. Okay, it's like one measurable uh, pool. Okay, in the pool you have mm, all the resources. So it is a combination of the resources. It's nothing but simple term. Okay, it's a combination of the services. Okay, in one resource group you can maintain multiple services, like storage is one services, database is one services, network is one services. Why we are going to maintain that resource group? Basically that resource group is going to do some isolation. Okay, so I'll tell you that uh, so we have like uh, day-wise curriculum as well, that we are going to implement this day-wise curriculum details as well. Okay, so what it will give us, we have complete interview questions as well to prepare module wise. That also we are going to focus, and we have the run book as well with us to discuss the entire process, like what is uh, service account and resource group. So as I said, subscription is your account to create, and as a resource group is a logical container. Within this resource we have multiple resource groups. It's a combination of the resources. Okay, so that is high level related stuff. Okay, so where we can able to deploy and deliver all this Microsoft Azure SQL database and DP 300, which is going to cover including the migration stuff. Okay, this is all about uh, the content, the course related stuff. If you have any questions, please let me know, so that we can uh, uh, go for other stuff. Okay. So do you have any questions now?
Mm, not yet, but it's going good, sir. No issue.
Yeah. So the other thing is, just before what we discuss, purchasing models we have. Okay, so there is a
Mm,
V-core, the DTU models. So V-core models is nothing but our, servers currently, on premises, what we are going to use is CPU memory. Okay, there is some flexibility over here. Okay, within the vCore
yeah.
model, we have, general purpose, business critical, and the hypercare one. So these options where exactly it is going to suit, okay, that we are going to use based upon the requirement. Let's say general purpose, it is going to give us some flexibility, and the business critical, it is heavy workloads of the production workloads and the high extensive less than 1 minute of downtime kind of thing you can use. In the high hyperscale also, it is going to give some flexibility to maintain your workloads. Okay, so the service
Okay.
support related, it is as same. Only the thing is the performance, the configuration is going to some, it is going to variate. Okay, and the DTU also. So why it is coming to the vCore model is basically initially Microsoft launched only DTU model. Okay, what is the DTU model? Is
Okay.
database transaction unit. Okay, so this database transaction unit, okay, uh, the disadvantage is you have, postpaid plan. You have taken 399 plan. Whether you are going to
Mm.
use or not going to use, you have to pay 399 plan accordingly, right? So you don't have any
Yes.
flexibility. But when you go for the vCore model, there is some flexibility. Let's say you have used, okay, uh, uh, you have used like only for 200 rupees. Okay, so that much extent only you are going to pay. Okay, you have them some flexibility over here. So that is what purchasing model related stuff. Okay, so
Okay.
and we do have, Azure deployment models, the single database, elastic pool, and a managed instance. Why we'll go for, single databases? Basically, you have just new brand, um, uh, uh, just, new brand environment. You want to go test it thoroughly, everything, and you are a startup company. You don't want to maintain servers, a human resource maintaining of all the things. Okay, you better to go for the single database. It is a flexible, lesser price. You will get all the things. You don't need to bother about the main administration tasks. Everything it is going to taken care by the cloud vendor. You'll just focus on your data. And elastic pool, comparing to a single database, elastic pool, it is going to more precise cost optimization. How you have deployed one database, to maintain the database, one server is required, right? So,
Yeah.
okay, so just consider about this database using for a 9 to 5 hours. Okay, this is, India, your business use case only morning 9 to evening 6. Suppose that rest of the 16 hours, it is ideal, but still you are going to pay the amount to the service vendor. But when you go for the elastic model, there is enough flexibility. Okay, within the single server, you can go into opt the multiple databases, and also you can able to accommodate the DTU, number of DTUs. Let's say in single database, single instance, we have 3 databases. I will going to accommodate, 5 DTUs one database, 10 DTUs one database, and 15 databases one database. Okay, it is 24/7 cycling. Okay, the database is running, 9 to 6 one, and 7 to 3, and 3 to early morning. Uh, 8. So likewise, you are going to use for the effective usage of the elastic pool. So what is the business use case? How it is going to fit? Again, it depend upon the customer requirement in the project. Okay, manage this instance. It is fully compatible with the latest features. Okay, as same as your on-premises, but you are get completely hands-free of administration task. Nothing to do. Just focus on the database. Okay, but it is as same as our on-premises, right? So that is all about our pass purchase, pass deployment model. Okay, so this is, as I said, the elastic pool and the single database. Single database, you are utilizing completely, this pattern, and elastic one, you are going to utilizing of, this pattern. Okay, so sometimes you're going to use high, sometimes you're going to low, but when you go for elastic pool, it is a cost effective solution related stuff. We'll discuss in details. So as I said, we have 3 flavors: single database, elastic pool, managed instance. Which one is best for which use case, that we'll discuss during the deployment process. Okay, so I have some connectivity establishment. Let's say you have your on-premises one, and how we're going to connect your cloud landscape with this design pattern we're gonna implement in our things. Okay, so this is all about the connectivity managed instance related stuff. Okay. So as I said, in a managed instance, we have, service tier, general purpose, and, business workloads on the hyperscale. It is going to support nearly the 100 terabyte of things, and will get, general purpose will not get availability feature. Will get, business critical and hyperscale, where we have an option to avail that. Okay. So the migration approach, what I said. Okay. So assessment, migration, and in a post migration landscape, how we are going to deal with that one. We'll have some sort of plan here. Accordingly, we'll go and we'll configure it. Okay. So this is basically our offline migration prospect of how we're going to do. This is my on-premises one. And what I'm going to do this, I'm just taking my database uh, backups to this, storage account to move. And from there, I'm just going to restore my workload over here. Okay. So I'm going to restore into the cloud one. Okay. This is what it is going to happen to the native the migration process. Okay. So see, the current project which we are doing this, offline migration only, because of there is some, flexibility from the client end to go for an offline migration. That's what we will. If it is an on, alternative approach, and to use for the DMS tool. So this is, DMS tool will go for a online migration. How we are going to take this is my completely on-premises on-premises related stuff. Okay, so from here we will do some automate the DMS tool and move from the storage. From there to we are going to restore it. We have to configure the network established, that we are going to do that. Okay, so here is the online migration process. Transaction replication also we can able to do with this, publisher to subscriber as well. Okay, and also the migration instance workload over here. So there is, a lot more of features and availability over here. And if you can go and see this resources, under the resources, we'll go and see the uh, database option, where we can able to see that complete, go to the services and go to the database. We can see this, Azure SQL, Azure SQL managed instance, virtual machines, and Azure services and the Elastic portion. So this we are going to focus on the more precise thing. Okay, if you're going to click that one, okay, so it is going to navigate to create over here. So also in the from here also we can able to take that, creating of Azure SQL. Okay, so we'll go for database stuff over here, and let's try to create Azure SQL one. Okay, so we'll have some glance of appearance over here, which one we are going to deploy, that it is going to show us, creating of multiple ways. Okay, so this is all about creating of database related stuff. Okay, so let me have that, compute option over here. And if you want to create, just type here SQL server uh, 2022. So we will get that future here. Okay, so likewise you can able to create from the marketplace. Okay, so we have inbuilt options. Just take it up this Azure SQL thing. See here, we have, creating of SQL server with multiple flavors. We can use that option and create it here. So likewise also we can able to create by searching of this option. So this is a one pattern we can able to create, and other pattern would be, okay, so just go to here, and all the services we have, uh, creating of your database related stuff, and go to this Azure SQL one. Okay, so it will show the multiple options which we discussed. See here, in a
Azure
single data.
SQL is the serverless feature, sir.
Yes, yes. Azure
Okay,
SQL
okay.
is a serverless feature. Within the Azure SQL, we have three flavors. Just before what we discussed, right? Single database, elastic
Yes.
database. Okay. Whatever you want, you can go accordingly your requirement, right? So as I said, the elastic pool compared to single database will give the cost-effective solution. Okay. Single database server also can able to deploy. This two comes into the picture of Azure SQL. Okay, within the Azure SQL, we have three flavors as we just discussed, right? Let's move here. Okay, so yeah, see here, we have single database, elastic pool, managed instance. The same thing I'm just representing here. Okay, we have single database, elastic pool, and the database services, also the managed instance. Okay, here also single server, single instance. So why we will go for two options? Because of best migration of the lift and shift. See, you have SQL Server on-prem, sir. You want to shift into your so same thing you have to feed. Likewise, if you want to use this one, only for the testing development and there is no dependency other thing, you can go. So what about this one? You are using traditionally this manner, right? You are on premises using this one only now currently. Okay, you are using the same thing only, right? Okay, so that also you can able to run it. So we have multiple options to deploy and the configuration for whatever your requirement is there, you can go to go and deploy it. So this is all about demo and the future navigation and the deployment process. Okay, so why we go for Azure. Okay, so once you learn about any cloud, okay, whether AWS, GCP, and uh, Azure. Okay, so you are more flexible to learn to understand the technology and the terminology, rest of the clouds as well. It is easy to digest first of all. Okay, you have to before pitching into this, you would have to go and entering into the first of all ground, right? Then only you will choose your what type of sports you want to choose. You want to do in a ground, a football, or volleyball, indoor games, whatever you want to do according to your interest. But the thing is, just entering into the cloud, best suit for Azure. It is easy to understand basically. Okay, so that's it today. Okay, so
Yep.
let's catch tomorrow subsequent classes. So this complete modules deliverable things we are gonna charge 10K. Okay, so 20 days morning 7 to uh, uh, 8 regular classes is going to happen. Okay, so and for the high availability concept, mostly we are going to take it up um, weekends. It is going to have some bandwidth of 2 to 3 hours so that we can pack deliver that concept. Okay, so giving off 1 hour, that is not going to work for the high availability concept. So will prior information will be there, so we'll schedule that time, we will complete that task end to end. So today off, tomorrow off, that is not going to sync with you and you are not going to implement. Okay, and one more thing, this is my pay as you go subscription. We have all the services we can able to free trial, we will give some limitation, but if you are pay as you go, that it is going to charge me also. Okay, there is a lot of charges going to occurring. Okay, so this is my pay as you go subscription. One resource if you are going to deploy, it is going to cost you the accordingly only. Okay, so this is all about thing. Let me know if you are going to interested to continue, and we'll start it tomorrow onwards only. And uh, that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. You can reach out me on WhatsApp. Okay, so mm, and you can call me further queries, or you have any doubts on the curriculum prospect of your dad. So we will cover the all the things, basic Azure and MS SQL DBA basic concept, and Azure SQL DBA, it is in depth. So we are going to gradually increasing of the concept as well as the knowledge here. Okay, and also we have two mock interviews, and we are every day we are going to providing our recording sessions and all uh, for once after the class is ended, that it is going to give practicing. And also we'll go for the documentation process. As I said, just with that is not as a part of the recording, but if you can see this document and all, right, that it is going to help you to create and understand the step-by-step process. That's it, my end. Okay, thank you all. Okay, so thanks for your time, and have a good day. See you. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you.